Watch this video.
Years of working nights and weekends in her home studio, software engineer Rachel Kim developed a data compression tool that could reduce cloud storage costs by 40%. The day after she shared it internally for feedback, she was called into HR and fired. Her employer filed the patent that same afternoon under the company's name.
I developed this technology entirely on my own time, using personal equipment at home, no company resources involved. The day after sharing it internally for peer feedback, I was terminated, and they filed patent under their name. I have 3 years of timestamped files, device records, and home network logs proving it predated sharing entirely internally.
Her employment contract includes a standard IP clause covering inventions within her technical field, regardless of location or timing. She relied on company knowledge, training, and infrastructure context. Personal and professional boundaries do not vanish at home.
The IP clause specifies company resources and time. Her personal device and network logs contradict your interpretation clearly. She shared it internally as professional courtesy for peer feedback. You terminated her and seized her property immediately thereafter. The patent filing is invalidated. Ownership is assigned to Rachel Kim, and the company owes licensing revenue damages. Sharing work with colleagues does not transfer ownership, and company exploited good faith, and the court will not allow theft.
This police officer lost his sight saving 5 people from an arson fire. But when he tried to have dinner at a restaurant, the manager kicked him out because of his guide dog. Watch the judge's reaction.
Your Honor, the restaurant has a strict no animals policy. People pay a lot of money to eat in peace. My client doesn't care about his past. He just asked him to follow the rules.
I tried to show them my dog certification, but they didn't even want to know. I've never been so humiliated in my life. I gave my sight for the safety of people like him, and this is what I get.
It seems the owner forgot about federal law, but the worst part, he humiliated a hero. I am fining the restaurant $50,000 and ordering a temporary closure to train the entire staff. Case closed.
They seized this soldier's savings while he was deployed. Now his daughter has $0 for college. They thought they followed the law, but the judge thought otherwise.
I didn't abandon the account, Your Honor. I was on the USS Nimitz.
Sir, the statute is clear. 18 months of zero activity triggers an automatic transfer to unclaimed property.
My daughter starts college in 3 weeks. You can't wait 8 months for a claim form.
Those are the processing times, Your Honor. It's out of the bank's hands now.
Actually, under the SCRA, active deployment pauses that 18-month clock. He wasn't dormant, he was serving his country. You seized those funds illegally. I'm ordering the bank to cut a cashier's check with a full amount by 5 p.m. today. Get that girl to school.
He woke up sick in the middle of the night, smoke filling his home. His neighbor said he knew nothing about it. Then the Ring camera footage came up on the screen.
My carbon monoxide detector went off at 2:30 in the morning, Your Honor. We got everyone out. The fire department came and found the chimney completely sealed with fresh cement. My wife, my 2 kids, and I were in that house. The detector saved us. My neighbor has complained about chimney smoke for 2 years.
I had nothing to do with that chimney, Your Honor. I have complained repeatedly about the smoke damaging my garden, but I did not touch their property. There is no proof connecting me to any of this. Anybody could have done it. This is entirely circumstantial.
That is you, 2:14 in the morning. Bucket of cement, their chimney. You could have killed this entire family over a rose bush. This is not vandalism. This is criminal endangerment. Bail if he does not leave this building. $180,000 in damages. The DA will handle the rest.
This man's business partner sold their company while he was deployed overseas. The partner kept all the money and claimed he had the right. Watch the judge's reaction.
Your Honor, I held 51% ownership in our company. The partnership agreement allows the majority owner to make executive decisions. The defendant was deployed overseas and unreachable for months. I had to act quickly or lose the deal. I sold the company for $2.8 million.
Your Honor, my partner and I built that company together for 12 years. I was deployed to Afghanistan for 6 months serving my country. While I was overseas, he sold our entire company for $2.8 million without telling me. I came home to nothing. He kept every penny.
How is that legal?
The partner sold a company worth $2.8 million while the defendant was deployed and kept all the money. Partnership law requires good faith dealing. You sold his 49% share without consent or compensation. I'm ordering you to pay him $1.37 million for his share, plus $500,000 in punitive damages for your betrayal. Case closed.
He spent 2 weeks on vacation with his family, and when he came home, his $12,000 in-ground pool was completely empty. His neighbor stood in the yard with a garden hose, claiming the pool water was attracting mosquitoes, and he had every right to drain it.
I came home from vacation to find my entire pool drained. 12,000 gallons of water gone, and the liner already starting to crack from being empty. He came onto my property without permission, opened my pool equipment, and deliberately drained everything while I was gone for 2 weeks.
That pool had standing water that wasn't being maintained, and it was breeding mosquitoes that were swarming into my yard constantly. I tried calling him multiple times while he was gone, and he didn't answer, so I took action to protect my family from
from disease. The pool was properly chlorinated and maintained. You trespassed on my property and caused thousands of dollars in damage because you were annoyed.
I've reviewed photos of the drain pool, the property line survey, and expert testimony about pool maintenance and mosquito breeding conditions. Even if there was a legitimate mosquito concern, you had no legal right to enter his property and drain his pool without permission or court order. You're ordered to pay $85,500 for refilling and rebalancing the pool, $3,200 for liner repair, and $4,000.
ICE burst into a hospital ICU and yanked a U.S. nurse away from a patient on a ventilator, claiming she was blocking access. They cuffed her beside the bed while alarms were going off. They didn't know the patient was a veteran. Let's see what the judge says.
Our system flagged a fingerprint match to an outstanding record. For public safety, we applied control techniques and transported the subject for secondary verification.
That man was on a ventilator. His heart rate was dropping. You pulled me away while alarms were going off. I told you I was his assigned nurse and you cuffed me anyway.
You dragged a nurse away from a ventilator patient in an ICU, ignoring medical alarms and endangering a veteran's life. That is reckless and unlawful. I am ordering immediate suspension pending investigation and $50,000 in damages.
Follow for breakdowns like this. Cases so shocking, you'll need to share them. What's the wildest case you've heard? Drop it in the comments and tag someone who loves true crime stories.